Okay, guys, leaving my spot now. This is where I'm staying here in Phnom Penh. I picked this place because it has a nice pool, nice little studio rooms here, and it's close to the things that I like, or the things that I'm interested in. So, let me take you on a little tour around here, this area. Also, it's pretty secure. Nice pool, sun shines on it. I've actually been here for a while. I'm back in the original room that I started. It's an Airbnb, but I stay here for months at a time. Very secure. You need a little passcode card, if you will, to get in and out. So you press it on here, it unlocks, opens. So you need that to enter as well as leave. So there's a lot of temples. The palace is this way. The casino is maybe a mile away from here. There's lots of monuments to look at. Central Market is 5 blocks away from where I'm staying. I'll take you on a tour there. I really want to do that because a lot of people that I follow and a lot of videos that I've seen for Central Market really don't give you the best impression of the Central Market. For me, Central Market for the knockoff stuff or copies is terrible. Yes, you can find some things, but on the whole, they don't have a large variety. And Tom and Mel Jean did a thing. Colin did a thing there. A few other people that I watch their videos and follow. I can only remember Colin because he goes all over the world. And I really like his videos. But the one he did in Phnom Penh, not too much. Same with Tom and Mel Jean, not knocking their video. And I've obviously been here for like 3 months now, so I've had the chance to do more than they were because they were probably only here for a day or two. And I actually shop at the Central Market to buy vegetables and stuff. So, and I've talked to the vendors. I've looked for clothing articles there. So I'll give you a better perspective. It's not very good. You'll actually find better copies, knockoffs, and stuff in the surrounding areas that are not actually in Phnom Penh. I mean, in Central Market. So there's a lot of schools here, guys. And I was actually teaching school. And as of Friday, which today is Wednesday, I believe, I resigned. Did not get fired. I didn't. Well, I guess I did quit. I resigned. Handed in a resignation letter and resigned. I won't go into that. I'm almost done with my teaching English as a foreign language exam. As soon as that's done, I'll have some credentials. I didn't have any experience when I started. I believe I did a good job, but the school just was not for me. But anyways, that's another video. It's a nice, beautiful day today. As you can see, they do have traffic lights. It is daytime school, and I believe there's police and guards here, so no one's driving crazy, but people drive on the sidewalks. They disregard the lights and everything. As you see, there's a police officer driving on the sidewalk. But it does happen here, but not so often. Traffic here is horrendous, but I don't know how to say it. There's a method to the chaotic. Everything runs pretty smoothly. When I was in Manila, forget it. It was just super crazy as to compare the traffic in Manila compared to here. I've only been to 2 countries, the Philippines and here. I'm hoping to get to Thailand and Bali before I leave this area. I really don't want to go back to the United States at all. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go back there to take care of some business. You know, my car is still there. I still have stuff scattered around at families' houses. I basically got rid of everything I could that would cost me money in the US. I wasn't supposed to be paying for car storage, but a family member told me I could not store my car there. Yeah, anyways, so now it costs me $140, which could be in my pocket every month, because I had to take it to a storage unit and park it. As well as I'm still paying my American phone bill. I've just been too lazy to switch it over so that I don't have to pay that high bill. I mainly had it because I want to be able to be in contact with my banking institutions. Yes, I know there's ways to go around that, or get a number that's a US number and do all that. I just have not done that. So I'm not sure if I can walk down this road. I am until someone tells me not to. I've never done it. I've always bypassed it. But today, I feel like a rebel. Let's do it. I see some tuk-tuks. I see some people. I usually make a left here and walk down this way. If you walk about 5 or 6 blocks that way, and then 4 more blocks down, it'll take you to all the bars, if you will, the girly bars or whatever you want to call them. It's not really strip bars. They don't get naked. They're not in bathing suits or bikini wear or whatnot, dancing or anything. It's just bars where people try to get you a drink. Bong, can I walk through Bong or no? No, I have to go around? Okay, thank you. So I've just been informed I have to go around. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go this way because I've never gone this way to go to the river. I went this way to go to a bar the other day. Met some teacher colleagues of mine, had a drink, then went to another place, had pizza, and then went to a club in this area that escapes my mind right now, the name of the place. It's not really my scene. I'm not into clubs and stuff like that. I've gone 3 times. This time wasn't as bad, except there was some Russian dude who was being macho, and he kept backing up and stepping on me. And I told him, you know, hey dude, I'm standing right here. You keep backing up. I'm not gonna move because you just keep backing up. And his girlfriend told him, look, you only been here for 3 days and you're starting trouble. And then he said something in whatever language he was. I don't know, Russian, Ukraine, I don't know, one of those European countries. Then he calmed down for a minute and he just started being excuse my French, a dick again. So I removed myself from the situation and I went home. I walked myself, but thank you. Everyone tries to stop you and get you to go into a tuk-tuk. While we're on that subject, tuk-tuks are, and transportation is very inexpensive as long as you have the Pass app and Grab. I use Pass app and I just pay the cash. I'm not sure if you can link your card up to it. I'm pretty sure you can. Grab, my card is linked to it, so if I want to take a Grab, Pass app is better because the address you put in is the address you're going to go to, although it's not always accurate to the T. But what I found with Grab is you put an address in, it gives you like 6 different combinations of which one to pick. I don't know which one to pick. I type the address in. Obviously, that's where I want to go. Don't give me 6 different options. I mean, how am I supposed to know? I've already put the address of where I'm supposed to go. So I don't particularly care for Grab. But I've taken it a few times. So yeah, with Pass app, you type in your destination, it tells you how much the ride is. The people pick you up, you ride, and you pay them. Okay.
But first day the king died. First day the king died. Father the king died before we go. 2012.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the river's closed?
yeah, many 603, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but from USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see on the Golden Temple, free, they open. Free. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna walk around. I've been here for 3 months. I didn't know that was closed down, but I'm just gonna walk around just taking a video. But thank you. So apparently he's telling me, I believe one of the kings died on this day, from what I can understand. And he was saying that everything is closed down. I believe he said everything within 600 feet is closed to the temple. So I don't know how true that is or if I interpreted that correctly, but we'll find out. There's tons of construction. Condos are super cheap here, and they can get expensive. But on the average, you can buy a condo here for $20,000. And I was quite honestly, when I first got here and I found that out and started looking, was like, wow, that's such an investment. Maybe I should do that, and was looking. But as modern as it is, I'm not really liking it here. It was strange that, well, I don't know if strange is the word I want to use, but as you saw, that tuk-tuk driver spoke English quite well, and that normally does not happen. People here don't tend to know English, and it's very hard to communicate. Very hard to communicate, especially when you're in a tuk-tuk and you're trying to tell someone where you're trying to go or ask them questions, and it takes you to the wrong place and they just point at the thing, get out, this is it, this is where you put the address in. That's happened to me a few times. I just get out, angry of course, but I've also had some that spoke English and actually took me to the destination I needed to go. So communication, dating, and activities that I like to partake in aren't ready available. You know, if you've watched my previous videos, you know, in the Philippines, you see that I like to take rides and just drive and just turn down a dirt road, left turn, right turn, you know, and see what's there. Or take a 4-hour ride up in the mountains of the Bohol or Dumaguete or Cebu and just ride and find interesting things and stop on the side of the road and talk to people. I could do that, but again, the lack of English, getting stuck somewhere, not being able to communicate. I will say that I haven't had too many phone issues since I've been here, but no waterfalls. The ocean is about 4-hour, 6-hour ride away. Thailand is the same thing. Yeah, I'm
Be here.
okay. Maybe I come back, but right now I'm just taking a video and I'm walking around.
Maybe I take 1 hour.
Okay, thank you. Where was I? Oh, the waterfalls, going in the mountains, doing things that I like are not close. The river is the closest body of water. Vietnam is about 4 or 5 hours. Same with Thailand. So everything's pretty close on the bus to get to those countries. I do plan on going to Siem Reap. Sihanoukville, I don't know. If you've been watching the news, they just arrested 459 foreigners. And I'm so glad Americans weren't on the list. Obviously, Chinese was on top of the list. Here is the scamming capital of the world. I thought Nigeria was it. And there are a lot of Nigerians here, and they do cyber crimes. This country is known for cyber crimes, and it was just in the news, and they denied, and then they affirmed it, and then they locked up all these people. But even with tuk-tuk drivers and people being around saying, hey, we just saw busloads of people with chains on their legs being moved to another facility because they get raided, and then they just move the people to another place. So they get foreigners to come here. Excuse me, Bong. To come over here and promises of jobs. And then when they get there, take their passport, lock them up, and make them do cyber crimes. Some people against their will, some people not against their will. I actually applied for a job while I was here. And yeah, thank you. He just basically told me after a few communications back and forth that we'd be scamming people, and I just was not with that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm taking a video right now, so, but thank you. Okay. Yeah, sorry for that. Everyone is trying to sell you on a tour. They keep telling me the palace is closed. I was just gonna walk by the palace. They can't stop you from walking by the palace. They have to close down several roads, so I understand maybe inside the palace is closed, and maybe the road is closed. I don't know. But here's a little park area right here. I think I've been here before, I believe. I have walked all over here. I love to walk. Yeah, I have been here before. So there's a monument over there. Lots of monks. Check this temple out. Beautiful. There's temples all over this place. They're doing a lot of restoration to the temples. Nice, lush, green grass. Everything is clean here, very clean. Street sweepers at night, street sweepers during the day. In the morning, they got people sweeping the streets. At first, I thought it was just like the touristy areas or the embassy areas, but it's not just that. So, very impressed on how clean they keep everything here. Their trash system of removing trash looks like the trash trucks from the 1980s and 90s. When I was a kid, you know, the guy walking behind dumping the trash can and it comes and compacts. A lot different from the Philippines. So this is Cambodia, and you see that their trash recycling is like the same in the US. I have another video where I did that. And there's a Filipina who agrees with me. She doesn't want to be on camera. Yeah. The service is different. So this is one difference between the Philippines and Cambodia. That is like a 1980s, 90s trash truck machine. Y'all remember this back in the day? I do. I think 1, 2 tickets over there. And get this, guys, I'm not knocking the Philippines, but I am describing the difference between America and different Asian countries. And remember, I've only been to one, but comparing this country to the Philippines, the infrastructure is way better. Is better, way better is not very good here. I'm teaching English and I'm using way better. So excuse me for that. Anyways, it's better. Among other things, the transportation. In the Philippines, I got ripped off a lot of times on transportation. All this +1. You know, you get in the cab and they charge you a fare and then they won't let you out and say +1, +100. Well, that's an extra $2 on top of the ride, you know? And even if you find a young lady to spend the day with, they'll even encourage you to play the +1. Now, I understand that they need money, but imagine doing that. That adds up, you know? And I didn't come here on tourist mode. You know, I came here to this country, a little bit of tourist, but mainly to try and make it out here and live here, work online, find a job teaching, something. I don't want to go back to the US. So, you know, I am pinching pennies. So it's not like, oh, here it's a couple extra dollars that you're spending. I'm going back home and work and I'll recoup that money. Well, no, that's not that's not me. So I am very frugal, how I spend and where I spend my money. So anyways, let's take a better look at this. All right, guys. Well, I was about to put the drone up. As usual, someone came over trying to sell me a tour package. You know, that's one thing I don't like. They see me walking. There's 100 tuk-tuk guys. I'm on video right now. Thank you. So I'm trying to take video and whatnot, and then everyone's trying to stop you. And I don't understand. If I wanted a tuk-tuk, with many tuk-tuks driving around here, as you can see, tuk-tuk there, tuk-tuk, tuk-tuk, tuk-tuk. If I wanted one, I'd flag one down. I'm obviously not looking for a tuk-tuk. I let them go. Not looking for a tuk-tuk, but yet they just keep stopping you, because you're American and they want to overcharge you and they want to make some money. I get that. But for the most part, they try to overcharge you. And that's what I don't like. So, sorry for the interruptions. So, I was going to fly the drone. He told me you can't fly the drone, pointing to a sign. But for me, instead of asking permission, it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask permission. I was just going to fly it up until someone told me not to. But because he told me I couldn't, if someone came, then they could have said, well, I saw him come over and tell you not to fly the drone. So anyways, we'll go to another spot, hopefully, where you can fly the drones. As you can see, these monks are driving and walking around all day, blessing people giving donations. I guess this is where they live. So this is a Buddhist school here. Okay, for school for Buddhist. Great. All right. That's interesting. I did not know that. So the area I live in is Phnom Penh. Obviously, I'm not pronouncing that right. I'll write the word in there. And let you see how it's spelled. It's the area with all the temples, the palace, and the river, which we're headed back to now. Food here is very inexpensive. Shopping for American food, not so inexpensive. Although chicken breast is inexpensive, and I've had an Australian steak. Excuse me for that. And it was actually pretty good. Had it twice. From the market. Got me a steak for like $6. How many grams? I don't know. And I don't like to do the math. You can convert grams to ounces. Everything is in grams here because of the metric system. So I do a lot of cooking as well as eating out. I haven't been too adventurous in eating food, street food here. I've had a few street food items. They have this pork dish. If anyone's been to the Philippines, are my Philippine watchers. Tapsilog. You know what Tapsilog is? Tapsilog. Tapsilog is when you add an egg. Tapa is without egg, to my knowledge. So tapa is like a beef that's marinated or cured, if you will, in garlic, soy sauce, brown sugar. A lot of people do it different. I have had one tapa that I liked a lot in Bohol. It's pretty good. Let's walk over here. And I've had another one in Bohol which I didn't like, which was a very popular restaurant, but I did not like their food at all, and I ate there a few times. Tried to give them a chance, but I did not like it. You hit me if you want to. I got your license plate. Anyways, crossing the street is quite dangerous here. They do not generally stop for you, although they stop for me. I just give them the angry black guy look. They generally stop. I've come close to getting hit. but they don't let you cross the street. Crossing the streets in areas where there's no lights is wild. I don't know what these flowers are, but I think it's their national flower. I see them all over, people selling these flowers. At the Central Market, there's ladies making bouquets really early in the morning, and I believe they take them to different Buddhist shrines or temples, or maybe hotels pick them up and use them for their centerpiece, or people in their houses do the same. I don't know. I also don't know what these birds are here for. Interesting. I'm not. So here's the river. It is never clear. Never. Always dirty brown. And I could see the currents. I don't know if you're able to see. There are currents in that river. You can see the water is going one way, that way. I mean, you can see the currents. So it's funny because the water flows this way. There's probably a better. You see the pattern of the currents over there? Looks like it's swirling in a circle there. This one looks like some of the currents are going up, some of the currents are going down. It floods some of the parking lots down there. I actually worked on that piece of land that's way down there. So I have to drive to school and cross a bridge, and there's a building. See how those kids are underneath there? I don't know if you see them. Well, imagine that being a parking lot where those pillars are. Well, the water's come all the way up there and flooded the parking lot. So this river has been, hello? No, not today. But yeah, I will do that one day.
Okay, we have to post rent 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Okay, how much is that?
1 hour, $30.
$30.
Yeah.
And where does it go?
This, you see the main point between three river,
Uh-huh.
like Tonle Sap, Basa, and Mekong River.
Well, I was actually looking for a boat just to go straight, because I've been on the river boat.
Yeah.
And I've gone down and then I've come back. But I'm actually interested in going down as further than what the riverboat did. Would you be willing to do that to pay?
Okay, so you just rent how many hours that you want?
I don't know. Maybe one, maybe two. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That boat over there.
Okay.
And then on the boat, you can purchase a surf string or some food.
Okay. But it's the not the white boat. It's the one next to it.
Next one.
Next one. Okay. And what's your name, sir?
My name's Todd.
Okay. You want to talk to the people while you're on my YouTube channel? No?
Why not? I
Okay. Okay, so just tell them who you are, and you rent out boats and your information.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're looking to rent a boat, you can come by the temple. The temple's right over here, the palace. And he's on if you're facing the palace, he's on the left-hand side, close to where the flower shop is, and he's renting out a boat. So I may come back and take him up on the offer, because I've been wanting to take a boat down the river. If you take this river, it'll take you straight to Vietnam, crosses through Vietnam. Okay, thank you, sir. So, yeah, I don't really have any structure for my videos, guys. I just go out and shoot video, and then just come up with the name or the title. Like the left turn, right turn. I was just driving around taking odd videos and shots and putting them together, and just came up with the idea of right turn, left turn. Because I do some touristy stuff while I'm here, but not a lot. As far as going and getting a guide or looking on the map to see or going to a tourist place and them telling you, oh, this is the tourist place to go. I just like to look for a waterfall and go, or just hop on a scooter and go, or word of mouth type things. So again, I said in one of my videos, you wouldn't catch me at all in this water, but the locals like to swim in this water. But you'll also people at night or even in the afternoon copping a squat and taking a piss or a crap on the thing and going into the river. So I definitely would not go into the river because of those things that I saw. So yeah, so it looks like it is closed down, but there are people taking graduation pictures, so I don't know what's going on with that. And I might have to cut this video up into 2 parts, because I believe I'm still not allowed to upload a video longer than 15 minutes, or just go through and cut out parts. Problem for me is I like all the content that I put in there, and I know some people don't like to watch videos that are 30-40 minutes, but guess what? I just watched 3 of Finn Snow's videos that were 30 minutes long, and he just bought a boat and is having it built with Chris in Thailand. Hello. And just bought new land in Darwin. And so I watch people's videos that are 30-40 minutes long, 25 minutes long. You know, Overstay Road, Paul, can't think of the rest of it. Paul's in the Philippines, you know, his girlfriend's Baby May. Who else do I watch? Dustin Backpacks. Who else do I watch? I mean, there's just so many people that I like their videos, and if they're 20-30 minutes, then I watch them. You know, if something looks uninteresting, I just skip through it. So I know they don't recommend that you take long videos, but I do. And it's your prerogative whether to watch it, skip through it, look at the parts you like. You might find it informational, it's a way to kill time, or just see candid videos of what goes on here. So I was here the other day filming, and gotta be careful because a group of kids came up and I didn't want them to, no thank you, Bong, were just very interested in my drone and my camera, and I had my bag, and I didn't feel at ease. The look on their face was not of intrigue. It was, wow, let's try and get this guy. And I've been in the hood long enough to know people's body language and facial expressions, you know, no matter where you are. Could be wrong, could not, but better safe than sorry. I flew my drone, packed it up, and bounced. So, as I said before, there's tons of construction going up over here. You see there's one building over there. I stayed over there in this building, Bali 3. I believe it's those 3 towers there. I believe that's Bali. And then they have the rooftop bar over there. Here I am in Cambodia, bro. It's raining. There's a little carnival over there. Plan on going over there maybe hopefully tomorrow. Sure you can see and hear the rain. River's right there. It wraps all the way around. We're on the roof deck having drinks, enjoying ourselves. And then there's as I said, river wraps around over here. And then we have the shy Cambodian girl over here who doesn't want to be on camera. I offered her a seat, but she doesn't want to sit. Beautiful. But there's lots of condos going up there, and I believe that's why the prices of the condos are so inexpensive here, because there's just so many of them and they're going up. I also believe they're a way of people laundering ill-gotten gains here in this country. You know, there's no way. Everyone's driving a Bentley here. I did a video on that. I think I might have the footage, but I doubt it because I lost a memory card. That's why I haven't been putting up the rest of my Philippine videos, because I lost that memory card. And I've been teaching and taking the TEFL course so that I could have some type of degree under my belt to work here in this country, or whatever country I decide. They also have a job program on there where they help you find work online or offline at an actual school. So I've heard lots of horror stories about Vietnam, and I've heard good stuff about Vietnam. So one teacher I was working with, he didn't like Vietnam at all because of the teaching, not the people, but the teaching situation. They screwed him out of the money. You know, promised him money, told him these are the hours, this is the subject you're going to teach, and that was not the case. So he's been here ever since, I believe, 6 months working at the school I was at, and he likes it. I did not. So yeah, to each his own. So let's see, I was here the other day. Now, I would be interested in going on that. I don't know if you can see that boat that's down there. But that looks like a ferry. Wow. So like I mentioned before, I like this area, the area I'm staying in, because I'm located to things that I'm remotely interested in. I mean, there's bars, there's restaurants, you can take a river cruise, there's the night market, which I'm gonna walk up there during the daytime. Yes, there are markets around the night market that are open, but pretty much the night market is closed. You can get food there, buy clothing items. I've been there one evening, didn't buy any food, just walked around, was looking for some shoes, which I could not find, guys. I'm a size 12. You are not going to find a size 12 or a 3X t-shirt, and only 3X because everything's Asian size. So a 2X or a 1X is like a medium or a large here, and I wear a 1X or 2X US. Polo, large, extra large sometimes. Some shirts are 2X. But anyways, so like I said, there's bars, there's the girly bars, for lack of a better word. There's the night market, the central market, the temples, the palace, all of those things. So why don't we pass through the area where the girls coerce you into coming in to get a cold beer. All right, we're coming up to the street where the girly bars are. This restaurant here and hotel is very good. These are those kids I was talking about. They just look like they're up to no good. So be aware of your surroundings. I already got once in the Philippines being pickpocketed, but that was my fault. So it's called La Crosetta, I guess you're pronouncing it right. Great pizzas, great food. I've had their pizza. I had a lot of their salads, pasta, as well as I've sampled their ice cream. I didn't buy any ice cream. I will tell you something about ABA Bank and the banks here is open a Charles Schwab account. Just bottom line. If you're traveling through Southeast Asia, open up a Charles Schwab account. ATM fees are, I guess if the word you want to say is refunded, they're waived, refunded. They'll come out of your money, obviously. At the end of the month, Charles Schwab refunds you all of those ATM fees. Here they use sweet codes. I don't know about the Philippines. I didn't open up a bank account. I have 2 bank accounts here in Cambodia. One was my payroll account and one was another account so that I could get my business visa. I have a 1-year business visa here in Cambodia. And you have to apply for your business visa while you're outside of the country. And it's 30 days and then you can extend it. I went to work for a guy, used all his paperwork. I worked for him for a short period of time and then found a teaching job. And yeah. So anyways, I used his credentials, worked with him for a while, moved on. So that's how I got my 1-year business visa. The schools will help you with all that. So you can come on a tourist visa, but then when you try to get your business visa, you're gonna have to make a border run, apply for the visa in another country and come back. So you might as well just get, excuse me with that. My dad told me about spitting on a camera, but I've been sick for like 3 weeks, guys. I don't know what it is I've got. So anyways, open up an account here. It's kind of, I'm not gonna say useless. Obviously, if you're working here, you get a payroll account so they can deposit money into your account. You're gonna need that. but you cannot transfer money bank to bank. There's a wire fee from your bank and a wire fee from their bank, which is probably going to come to the same amount as using Western Union, which would cost me $48 every time I want a Western Union. I did have my Charles Schwab. Like, again, I got pickpocketed, so that's that. So you're not going to be able to link up your bank account and transfer money without a fee, which I thought I was going to be able to do. I got the SWIFT code and all that, and Charles Schwab says that they don't connect with this bank, even though they had a bank in our country, which was, wow. Can't remember the name of it now.